Hi everybody, welcome back. Happy to see you back again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm answering a question, burning question regarding dating Ukrainian ladies. But hopefully this one could apply also as universal insight or advice. Okay? So a lot of my men who are following me, my followers asking me what to do about the time differences and the lady not being available as much as you would like them to be. What to do if she ignores your messages or your requests, or she simply does not answer as often as you would like her to answer? What does it mean? Does it mean that she may not be that interested? Does it mean that maybe she's with somebody else, and so on and so forth? So first of all, it is really important how long you know this person, and do you have a dynamic, do you have a particular speed or particular intensity of your communication? Because there is a major difference when you know somebody and you were talking every time, every day, 5 times a day, and then it goes, or you getting to know somebody and you are on the different levels of intensity. Maybe you want to talk more often, she want to talk a little less, but in the end you kind of find middle ground, or eventually, shall I say, eventually you find the middle ground. So this way you have to naturally compromise a little bit on your desire to talk to her all the time, but she catching up on she's responding to you, so she is more often in touch. You have these two scenarios, right? And it kind of leads you to the intensities that is middle ground between you two. It is a little different when you just getting to know somebody and you didn't have a chance to develop, the optimal speed or the optimal way how often you talk, and you get frustrated because you connect with her, she seemed to not be replying, and you can't focus on your work. You're trying to always send her more text, more messages, and you send her message after message. Let's talk about this. First of all, I want you, my dear friends, to understand that when she is busier than you, or she is more occupied, whatever she's doing, she's studying, she's working, maybe she's a mother, I don't know. When she is busier than you and you're the one that seem to just have all this extra time on your hands, it kind of subconsciously sending her as a signal that you are not the man on the mission. That, other words, that you are not serious, that you probably not dedicated to your work. Because how is that possible? Sorry guys, my hair. So how is it possible that you have so much more free time, and you supposedly, man on a mission, provider, protector, the man that builds future, and so on? How is it possible that you got so much more time than she does? So pay attention, and to keep it short, my advice would be fill up your time with things that benefit you, especially in a long distance relationship when you have time differences, right? Or maybe you're dating on one territory, but you have different occupations, different shifts, different hours and preferences. It makes communication harder to have it more often or more consistent. But make sure that you fill up your time with meaningful things that benefit you, things that may give you extra time when you come to see her, but also things that fill up your time with quality activities, not just fillers like, oh, I'm gonna be just watching TV all day, or I'm just gonna be scrolling social media, or I'm gonna be watching some junk, you know, funny videos, something like that. Because usually when you indulge into these things, subconsciously you're waiting for to hear from your lady, or you just thinking about her obsessively, and you not progressing on anything, and you have all these feelers. By the end of the day, you're frustrated and you're angry at her that, oh, she you know, she's ignoring me. But she may be having the most productive day. She may be studying, or she may be creating something, she may be working, she may be spending time doing her hobbies. So you're gonna, whether you want it or not, you realize it or not, you're gonna take it on her and blame her for being unavailable or for ignoring you, when you ignored yourself, because you had a chance to fill your day, even if it's a weekend day, with something that you either enjoy, uh, or something that make you feel productive, accomplished. And when you do these things, you focus. So you take focus from another person, from bombarding her with messages. You're taking your focus on working on your craft, on your product, on your service, or maybe on your hobby. Maybe you're fishing, you know, maybe you are on the other line. A line, not a phone line, but a fishing line. You know, maybe you are a fisherman. You know, a lot of men that work very hard with their hands or brain like to go to the nature on the weekend and do their thing. So just try to use that time, and eventually you can just have a conversation and maybe figure out what works the best for you. But be very careful when you're about to blame somebody that they are ignoring you, because you could be major distraction, and before you know it, they will build resentment because they could not even focus on what they do. They keep getting messages or notifications from you. So you have to just feel and adjust. Yes, sometimes you're so excited to talk to somebody. I hear you. Sometimes you have, even if it's, you know, friendship or new person, you know, you're just so excited. You feel that you have so much in common. But sometimes when it's too much, even if they had a phenomenal time with you and you are connecting and you have so much fun together, sometimes you can overfeed somebody with your presence. And especially if they are an introverted kind of person, or they're just a, you know, person who values their time, they will feel resentment, and they will feel that you do not respect their boundaries and that you don't respect their time. And this is a very difficult situation to recover from. You have to realize when you do that, and give them space. So the best way to connect with a person that what feels to you is ignoring your messages or your emails or your call is to give them space. If this is meant to be, they will respond, reach out to you when they can. That's, you know, regarding you know, dating, relationships, and friendships. We all sometimes guilty of overstepping our boundaries, of because we know that we have some free time right now. We don't know what that person is doing. They may be overwhelmed, they may have a deadline, they may just trying to enjoy their day. And remember, it is very selfish to expect that somebody owes you their day, especially in time of social media. If you do anything on social media, you getting bombarded sometimes. So ask your question, make your offer, and step aside. Give the person space, give your lady space. And once again, if this meant to be, she will reach out to you. and she will respond to you, and then you can eventually, you know, work out the ways that works for you. You can read some books. Meanwhile, good old reading. I cannot say enough how relaxing and how beneficial it is. Grab some of those books. You see those? I don't know if you can see them. It's probably about 100 of the books that I have. So, you know, step back into your passion, you know, find time to do the same thing, that you are not as easily reachable when you are focused with the books, with your work, with your craft, whatever you're doing. Because on the other hand, on the other side, people also, ladies maybe, or your friends, they also don't know what you're up to. They may ask an innocent question, but you were in the middle of reading, or you were in the middle of creating or writing something, and then you are all you all distracted, and now you can't work and you are mad. So we all have our boundaries, and it's important to respect them, especially in this time where it feels like you can reach out to just about anybody. We need to leave people the right to reach back when they can, and if they want to. So, with that being said, I do want to remind you that, of course, ladies, especially feminine ladies, ladies who like to be pursued, they do want to feel your interest. They do want you to, you know, make the plans and offer things. Just make sure that before you offer more and more things, you get a response. You still can pursue, you still can offer things, just make sure that you get a response. And then it's like in a dance, you can come up with some more ideas and things. So if Russian, Ukrainian, or any other feminine lady that you're interested in seem to be slow in her responses, seems to be taking her time, or you think she's ignoring you, make sure that you have focus on your life, on other things, and give her a lot of space. Basically, leave her alone and see what happens. Okay? Give her space she needs. If you want to do something special for her, maybe that's around her birthday, or you just have an idea, you want to, it's holiday time, or something special, you can still do those things. Just do it without an expectation, without being upset, you know, oh, she didn't thank me. That's, you know, when you give somebody space and options, you can see where you stand. You can really see where you stand when you give people options. Ladies in this case. So, make sure you live your life on purpose and use your time productively and wisely. That is an extremely attractive trait for ladies, because they feel that they can trust a man who knows what he's doing with his time. With that being said, once again, I want to wish you a wonderful day. Please share your thoughts below, or maybe particular situation, and that could be an inspiration for the next video. Thank you so much. My name is still Veronika Olson, and you were watching Ukrainian Perspective. Thank you.